Around midnight, still in Gethsemane, Jesus was arrested by an armed mob. The disciples all ran away. All his friends deserted him. He was taken to the high priest's house in Jerusalem, where he was spat on, interrogated, accused, and condemned. At daylight, he was finally sentenced by the high priest, Caiaphas, and sent to the Roman governor Pontius Pilate, who eventually sentenced him to be crucified. His back was torn to shreds by a Roman scourging, and a crown of thorns was pushed onto his head. Later that Friday morning at 9 a.m., Jesus arrived at the execution site called Golgotha, a small hill to the northwest of the city. It was here that they hammered 6.5-inch long nails into his hands and feet. As they nailed him to a wooden cross, he prayed for his murderers that God would forgive them. His clothes were divided among the soldiers, and a sign that said "King of the Jews" was hung above his head. The chief priests and soldiers continued to hurl insults and laugh at him as he hung on the cross, his body bleeding and broken. At noon on that first Good Friday, a strange darkness like an eclipse fell over the whole land. Then at 3 o'clock that afternoon, Jesus died. There was a sudden and violent earthquake, and the curtain in the temple tore from top to bottom. The darkening sky was a supernatural sign to the Romans and other non-Jews, while the tearing of the curtain had great religious significance for the Jews, as the curtain represented separation between God and man, and now it was destroyed. The way back to God was open. Two wealthy friends of Jesus, Joseph and Nicodemus, asked for his body for burial. When he was finally convinced that Jesus was dead, Pilate gave his permission, and night finally settled on one of the darkest days and cruelest crimes in all human history.